guys, it's 7:05 in the morning. Another glorious sunny morning, but it's due to rain very shortly. And it's been a couple of weeks since I last updated you, so let's have a look at what's happened. Ah, there we go. The painting's finished. The old girl's changed colour. Let's have a quick look here. Underneath we've stayed with the light blue, you can see there, and then on the sides here we've gone for a Buckingham green, and then you can see the blue stripe there around the side. Got just one or two little touch-ups to do on the blue stripe there, but not so bad, not too bad. Down that side there, and you can see, look at this, there's a fairly good shine on the paint there, look. The top sides here painted with in the end I chose a white. I used a white exterior glass, and then just on the bits here where you could actually walk and that down in there, I've gone for Sandtex here. This is a Sandtex as well, a masonry fine textured finish, just to stop your feet from slipping when you're walking. There we go. Just have a long shot from the side there. So that's the old girl finished paint wise on the outside. And if I just climb up in here, there's obviously no cameramen available this morning because it's 7:05, and there we go. Obviously no kids are available for this until about midday. Right, there we go, that's across the top. It's just a bit of blossom off the tree on there. You can see I put the mast on. The mast has already had a few coats of varnish, 4 or 5 coats of varnish, and the old mast is on there, just fastens on with a bolt there, and I'll talk about all the bits later on. Let's have a quick look inside here now. Okay, you can see the insides. Let's go on in. Oh, this isn't the best boat for a bloke who's 6'2" to get into any day of the week. There we go, you can see all nicely painted inside, all finished. Just smells of new paint in here. There we go. Let's come on in. Slide here. There we go. And again you can see that back in there, all the bits I said I'd varnish are varnished, and all the bits that we said would paint, I would paint, all painted. There you go. Let's have a quick look around there, look around the front there, and then these mats here, I probably mentioned to you about these mats. The seats here, these are some old gym mats I managed to get from work that weren't being used. You can see them there, look. And what I've done is just got a knife down the back of them there, cut them to size. What I actually did was take the seats out, measured them up against the seats, and have cut them all to size and put them down in there as well, so that somebody could sleep. You know, if you were sleeping out in this tonight, one person could sleep out there, one person could sleep, you know, across the front here. There you go. Let's just take you back out. Side floor's all done. A bit of varnishing here done. It's got a bit of dust in the last few days, so it needs the hatch covers putting back on and everything. Right, now just go out there. That's it. Now the next job I've got to do is to actually put all the bits back on this. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to jump off and I'll show you what I've got. Right, stand by. There we go, and we're there. Yeah, I've put the bracket back on there already for the outboard motor there, and I'm looking for an outboard motor for this now. Probably something like a British Seagull or something like that. There we go, that's just a view of the outside of it. Now what I'll do is I'll show you the, there we go, look at that, I'm chuffed to bits with that. That's come out really well, hasn't it? Right, let me just take you inside my garage here. I'll show you what I've got now. So, when I actually got this, I took all the bits off. You can see down here, there's a top part of the mast because it's a gaff rig, and the boom here. And then these are the rails to go on top of the roof. They're all varnished, all the handrails, and various other bits. Down there I've got the, you can see there, a box of ropes. It's just a whole box of ropes that came with this. And as I went along, all the bits I took off are in these buckets here. So you can see I've got all these brackets, you know, various different brackets to put back on. There you are, look at all them. There's tons of them. Oh, it's gone out of focus, I see. Look at that. See, there's tons of them there. There we go, let's get back into focus, there we go. Right, so there's lots of them, and I've got another bucket full of them here. All these different brackets and shackles and pins and bits, and then I've got a whole box here which has got in it, oh, that's gone off again. There we go. I've got a whole box here that's got all the mast bits in it and the boom bits in that one there. So a couple of bucketfuls of stuff to go back on now. And you can see what I did is, as I took these off, I just taped the screws to each one. So that one there, you can see, look, I've just taped the screws to it, so that when it comes to put it back on, I know where they all are. And things like this, I just put a bit of tape. You can see I've taped the screws in place there. And I also took some photographs as well, so I know where all these bits go, so that I can just refer back to my photos. Yeah, look at that beautifully varnished bit for the coach roof there. That's really going to stand out well. That is against the white paint we've got there. And then I did the also did, you can see it was a bit dark, but I also did the hatch cover here. So, oh, it keeps going out of focus. There you go. So I've got a couple of boxes full of bits to put back together here. Okay, and that's going to take a while. Right, so what I'm going to do is, as I go through this and start to put some of these bits on, one of the cameramen will get up, I have no doubt, and I'll show you me putting a few of these bits back on and everything. But I think you'll agree that's not bad. Total cost for the paint for that, £100 in paint, and total cost in labour, well, I'm 50 hours into this, 50 hours into this, and that's something to think about if you ever do undertake one of these boats. You know, there's the work involved is astronomical. The scraping and the sanding was, you know, reasonably easy compared to the painting. You know, there's 3 coats of the white paint on the top there, 2 coats on the side. You know, just the painting and the taping off to put them blue lines on and everything, it just takes forever. And I've still got a tiny bit of touching up still to do, but you know, I'm 50 hours into this now, and I estimate there's probably going to be another about 15 hours or so in putting all the bits back on it, making sure it all works, getting the sails up, and then what I'm going to do is get it on running water, I think, and give it a test. So I'll show you when I start to put some bits back on, and I'll show you again when it's finished, and we'll get the sails up and you can see what she actually looks like. But yeah, there you go, 50 hours worth of work and £100 worth of materials. Thanks very much.